Welcome to The Calm Within, the show dedicated to helping you find peace and balance in a hectic world. I'm your host, Thinker Shami, and I'm thrilled to have you join us on this journey to emotional well-being. Today, we're going to explore a skill that can truly transform your life, the art of not reacting. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to stay calm no matter what life throws at them? They have this amazing ability to not get flustered or lose their temper, even in the most challenging situations. Well, that's not just luck or a special talent, it's a skill that anyone can learn, and that includes you. In our time together, we'll uncover the secrets to keeping your cool when everything around you seems to be heating up. We'll learn about the power of pausing before you respond, the strength that comes from understanding your own emotions, and the freedom you gain when you choose not to let every little thing get to you. Do you ever notice how little things can sometimes make you feel really upset? Maybe someone cuts in line, a comment that didn't sit well with you, or maybe it's the frustration of being stuck in traffic, or you can't find your keys when you're already late. Do these minor setbacks send your emotions spiraling? If this sounds familiar, take comfort in knowing that you are far from alone. In a busy world where it feels like everything is go, 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 it's easy to feel like you're getting lost in all the noise and rush. But guess what? You can take charge of how you feel. By paying attention to your feelings and learning how to handle them, you can stop those little things from ruining your day. This means you get to be the boss of your emotions, not the other way around. When you start to feel worked up, take a moment to think about what's really bothering you. Is it the thing that just happened, or is it something else? Sometimes we get upset about small stuff because we're actually worried or stressed about something bigger. By figuring out what's really going on, you can deal with it better. And here's something else that's cool. When you manage your emotions, you're also taking good care of yourself. It's like giving yourself a helping hand to stay calm and happy. Plus, when you're in control, you can make better choices and find ways to make things better, not just for you, but for everyone around you. So let's talk about how you can do this. We'll go through some simple steps that can help you stay chill, calm, strong, even when things get a little crazy. It's all about learning to ride the waves of your feelings instead of letting them knock you over. Ready to find out how? Let's get started. In this episode, we delve deeper into the strategies that can help you maintain control over your emotions, even in the most heated moments. It's a journey that begins with self-awareness and leads to self-mastery. Let's start with the crucial first step: identifying your emotional triggers. These are the personal hot buttons that can ignite feelings of anger or upset within you. They are unique to each individual and can range from interactions with certain people to memories that stir up past emotions, to words that hit a nerve, and even to sensory experiences like particular smells or sounds. Understanding your emotional triggers is akin to mapping out the landscape of your inner world. It requires honest self-reflection and a willingness to explore the depths of your emotional responses. Ask yourself, what are the situations or comments that tend to set off your emotional alarm? Is it a tone of voice, a type of behavior, or perhaps a specific topic of conversation? By pinpointing these triggers, you gain the first key to unlocking emotional control. But it's not just about knowing what these triggers are, it's also about understanding why they affect you the way they do. This understanding can come from looking back at your life experiences, recognizing patterns, and acknowledging the underlying fears or insecurities that may be at play. It's a process of connecting the dots between your reactions and the experiences that shaped them. Once you've identified your triggers, the next step is to develop strategies to manage your response when they are activated. This might involve techniques like cognitive reframing, where you challenge and change your thought patterns, or mindfulness practices that help you stay grounded in the present moment. It could also include setting boundaries to protect yourself from situations that you know will trigger a strong emotional response. Let's expand on the concept of breathing as a powerful tool for emotional regulation. Breathing is not just a physical necessity, It's also a profound psychological anchor that can help us navigate through the tumultuous waves of our emotions. When we find ourselves on the edge, teetering on the brink of an emotional reaction, the simple act of pausing to take a few deep breaths can be transformative. Breathing deeply activates the body's natural relaxation response, a state of rest that counteracts the stress response. As you inhale deeply, imagine drawing in a sense of calm and clarity. With each exhale, envision releasing the tension and agitation that have built up within you. This rhythmic process of deep breathing sends a signal to your nervous system that it's time to shift gears from fight or flight mode to a state of peace and balance. But why is this so effective? When we breathe deeply, we increase the supply of oxygen to our brain and stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes a state of calmness. It helps to lower our heart rate and blood pressure, reducing stress and allowing us to regain command of our emotions. It's a tool that's always with us, requiring no special equipment or environment, just a moment of awareness and intention. Incorporating deep breathing into your daily routine can also have long-term benefits for your emotional health. It can improve your focus, reduce anxiety, and enhance your overall sense of well-being. Whether you're dealing with a stressful situation at work, a challenging conversation, or just the everyday pressures of life, remembering to breathe can be your secret weapon to maintain composure and control. It's really important not to keep your strong feelings locked up inside. When you do that, it's like shaking a soda bottle. Eventually it's going to burst open and it can create a big mess. Instead, it's better to deal with your emotions in a healthy way. When you feel something strong, like anger or sadness, don't ignore it. Say to yourself, "I'm feeling angry right now, and that's okay." It's the first step to understanding your feelings. Then find a good way to let those feelings out. You could talk to a friend or family member about what's bothering you. Sometimes just saying it out loud makes a big difference. Another great way to handle your feelings is by writing them down. You can keep a journal where you write about your day and how you felt. It's a safe place to let out all your thoughts and worries. Plus, when you write things down, you might start to see patterns. You'll learn more about what makes you happy or upset, and that can help you handle things better in the future. Remember, everyone has strong emotions sometimes, and it's normal. The key is to find ways to express them that don't hurt you or anyone else. By doing this, you'll feel better and be able to keep those big feelings from taking over. When you're feeling upset or angry, the words you choose can really make a difference. It's easy to use "you" statements that blame others, like "you're always late." But this can make people defensive and less likely to listen. Instead, try using "I" statements. They let you express how you feel without blaming anyone. For example, instead of saying, "You never do your chores," you could say, "I feel frustrated when the chores aren't done because it makes more work for everyone." This way you're talking about your own feelings, not just pointing fingers. I statements help in two ways. They let you share your feelings honestly, and they also give the other person a chance to understand you better without feeling attacked. It's like opening a door for a calm conversation instead of starting a fight. So next time you're about to say something when you're triggered, pause for a moment. Think about how you can turn it into an "I" statement. This small change can lead to better understanding and less arguing with the people around you. It's a simple trick that can bring more peace to your life and your relationships. When you notice your voice getting louder, it's a sign that you might be losing your calm. It's normal to raise your voice when you're really passionate about something or if you're feeling frustrated. But when we shout, it often makes the other person stop listening and just shout back. That's not helpful for anyone. Instead, try to keep your voice steady and calm. This doesn't mean you have to be quiet. You can still be firm and clear. It's about choosing a tone that shows you're in control of yourself and that you respect the person you're talking to. Keeping a calm voice can actually make your words stronger. People are more likely to listen to what you have to say when you speak with respect. It also helps to keep the conversation going in a good direction, where both people can understand each other better. So the next time you feel like shouting, remember that staying calm is your superpower. It keeps the peace and makes sure everyone's voice can be heard. It's a way to show that you're taking charge of the situation, not letting your emotions take charge of you. It's really important not to guess what other people are thinking or feeling. When we make assumptions, we're often using just a little bit of information to fill in a whole story. This can lead to misunderstandings and sometimes even hurt feelings. Instead of guessing, it's much better to ask questions. When you're not sure why someone did something, just ask them. Say something like, "I noticed you seemed upset earlier. Is everything okay?" This opens up a conversation and gives the person a chance to explain. It's a respectful way to understand what's really going on. Having an open talk like this can clear up any confusion and help you get to know the other person better. It's about being curious and kind, not jumping to conclusions. This way you can build trust and avoid problems that come from assuming things that might not be true. So remember to keep an open mind and talk things out. It's one of the best ways to keep your relationship strong and happy. By asking questions and listening, you'll learn a lot more than by guessing. Wrapping up our time together, it's clear that by putting these simple techniques into practice, you can keep a level head and a kind heart, even when things get tough. It's all about making a choice, the choice to pause before you react. This pause is like a magic moment where you can decide how you want to handle things. When you don't let your first feelings make all the decisions, you give yourself the chance to think things through. This means you can come up with better ways to deal with whatever's happening. You're in the driver's seat, steering your emotions in a direction that's good for you and for others. Remember, you've got what it takes to manage your feelings. It's like having a toolbox full of tools that can fix just about any emotional leak or squeak. And the more you use these tools, the better you'll get at keeping calm and understanding others. So, take these tips and try them out in your daily life. You might be surprised at how much smoother things can go when you're the one in control of your emotions. You've got this, and whenever you need a reminder or a new tip, we'll be right here, ready to help you find the calm within. Thanks for joining us, and here's to a happier, more peaceful you.